On, right? Go. Hey everybody. Yeah, I know we're supposed to be talking low carb this week. Hello. Hey boo. Oh Lord. I done dropped the whole sheet. Um Salutations. I'm using Free Spirit and the fitness girls from the Agenda 52 book. It's a lot like the color scheme and the it's not too crazy like for me like the other Free Spirit, and it has like the wellness color scheme to it. So, and I don't want to use up all my wellness stickers. So, we're supposed to talk low carb today, guys. I pick low carb, healthy snacks, and home exercises. Okay, so I pick healthy snacks. I've added healthy snacks because that's snacking is a killer. Okay, this week. I wrote more. No matter good or bad, I wrote it here. See, I put the Burger King. I ate Burger King yesterday, so I put Burger King. I'll never stop trying. And I really have to prep and plan my meals. It's crucial. So Monday was not good mentally or food wise. Usually one follows the other. I put in my eating was not good. And I put who knows because I don't even remember. With my steps, y'all know I'm doing the 2,000 steps. Goal not met on Monday, met on Tuesday, not met on Wednesday, but met yesterday. And let's see what today brings. So we're going to um, do the plan with me for next week's health and wellness. Because, if you're not well in your mind, in your spirit, your health will follow. So it can't just be health and it can't just be wellness. Gotta be health and wellness. For me, anyway, I'm speaking for. So I'm no longer separating the two or leaving one without the other, you know. Now, why didn't I open this off camera? And I I want to look up some home. Well, I don't really have to look up because I know, Leslie Sanson's Walk at Home is right here up on the YouTube. She has the DVDs, and I guess other ways you can download, with the new technology and stuff. Everybody don't have a DVD player, but you do have video games, and you could put it. Well, everybody don't have video games either, but that's the way I use mine at. I have that, and I also have a yoga DVD, right? It was on TV. I forgot the name of it, but it was like a whole package deal from that old Beachbody coat. But I'm going to stick with my Leslie Sansone, Walk at Home, and I'm going to use they have exercise on YouTube, chair exercises, so since a majority of us spend most of our days on our hind parts, we could do exercises from the chair. Everything's giving me a hard time, guys. The devil is a liar. Let's get on up now. So I pulled out this Simply Gilded because I felt like the colors, you are a beautiful blossom. See, this is nice words on here. I ain't know what it said. I just know it kind of matched the Free Spirit in the wellness book. You can look at things on your phone, YouTube, internet. There's always an option to get exercise in. Absolutely. So that was a big piece of thing. And let's see. Yeah, like walking. Y'all know I be walking back and forth during commercials. Sit down. But I stretch my thing to 2,000 steps, right? When I tell you a sister was sore the next, sore is not the word. I'm hurting today too. You know why? Because I've been walking and moving all week. My knee swole, my hip hurting, and stuff like that. But guess what? I don't even care. I'm still going to get my steps in. Whether I make all the steps is not even important to me. What's important is that I do it, period. It was one day I had took like 54 steps. I said, you should be ashamed. Get up. And I walked to like 200. It's before like I made like step in the thing. I just had the watch on. I wasn't even like making no commitment or whatever. I just was like, let me just see. Because at first I felt like the watch wasn't picking up my steps right and all that, and it wasn't. But I had to fix the app on my phone and stuff. It was acting all kooky, but I'm like, what you want for $27? And it worked as good as a Fitbit. It tracks your sleeping also, but I can't keep that thing on 24 hours, 7 days a week. I can't. See, I forgot to put it on today. I ain't even put it on yet. But I will. I will. Like, I'm no longer gonna tear my own self down about how I should have this and should have that or whatever. And I'm just gonna do better, the best I can. And you can't get mad at yourself if you truly doing the best you can at that time. Not just saying you doing the best you can and you actually not, but literally doing the best I can. Look at this here. Come on now. This stuff costs too much money to be tripping out like this. Um, but literally doing the best you can. That's what. Hold on, yo.
Hello. I have one for Beverly Davis Lee.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Sorry, that was my the UPS guy with my medicine. I have to sign for it. Um so because how can you get mad at yourself if you're doing the best that you can at that moment in time? That just don't even make sense. You know? So I don't know what I'm doing with this washi, y'all, but I just had the feeling that I wanted to play with some washi. And right before I got on, I got up and looked in the box and said, these jump right out at me. This one, that one, then this one, then that one. So I seen this girl on YouTube. She was I'm looking up toward that's right. Small steps add up and lead to bigger ones. Trika says she fitting to be a city girl. Um oh, but I was looking at this girl. Her name is Brooklyn something. She from Brooklyn, New York. But she was over like 400 pounds. This was like I don't want to lie. So maybe 5 years ago. She been doing it for a few years now. Let's just put it like that. And she got on YouTube and she was like, just candid conversation face to face. And she was like, I'm sick of this. You know, I'm fat and I'm uncomfortable. Hold on, I'll go back up there. And I don't want to live like this anymore. And, she was just going off, rather. And beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. You know. And yeah, Miss Brooklyn. Yeah. But, like, she lost a substantial amount of weight. But then The girl done went off the rails, in my opinion. Like, she don't share a lot anymore. You know, she forget where she started from because she um just be acting all conceited and just full of herself. And like, when you started, you was reaching out, crying out to people for help. You know, people gonna look at your videos like, she done went to a different place in her videos. That's just my opinion. And she's still a big girl. That's neither here nor there. But like, I don't enjoy watching her anymore because of that reason. You know, and she come on every now and again. She don't even put a lot of videos out anymore. Because it's become, in my opinion, it has become about the money and the ratings and, dollars making sense. You know, that's what comes off to me when I watch her. So I don't want y'all to ever let me get, you know, in that way. It is absolutely 100% great for you to love on yourself. And yes, I'm all of that. And be happy about um your progress and where you have what how hard you worked to get where you are. The times you was crying when no one else was around. Only you know about that. However, also remember, don't forget where you started. Don't forget about that. And remember, it's somebody just like you watching you that's looking for you to be that voice and that person that you want to hear tell you it's going to be all right, etc. Like, it's like she just, I don't know. But like, I don't care if I lose 300 pounds. I want to continue to work on my health and wellness. For me, this is, don't, please don't. For me, this is going to be um a forever type of thing, y'all. So, y'all ain't got to worry about me acting a fool. Because I've been plus my size my entire life, you know. But we tend to make stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else about everybody else. This is a personal thing. It's about me. Nobody made me this way. I did. Nobody gonna get me from being this way. I will. And it's not even about size. It's about mobility and quality of life. That's my goal and what I want. You know, because that's what's important to me. Being able to get around and move around without a cane or a walker or a power scooter or anything like that. You know, walk up a flight of stairs without breathing like I'm a dragon fitting to pass out. Stuff like that. So I just want to get healthy. I don't want to get puffed up and prideful and all of that when I start making progress. Yeah, I want to cover up this food log. I know this is not ideal, but guess what? Ain't it your spread? Yeah, girl, it's your spread. um, and stuff like that. When I start making progress, because you, God will kindly come and knock you right down to where it makes sense at. I mean, you could get your senses back. I want to feel as free as the flowers. She dreams of the ocean late at night. I don't know what that means. Make every day matter. Yeah, I like that. So, like, I know I'm growing as a person on here on my channel and not even like because I'm not. I used to not want to talk because I know I breathe heavy and all that stuff, and I don't want people to hear that and all that. I'll be embarrassed. But guess what? That's how the hell I breathe. Period. So either you like it or you don't. You're not here to listen to every imperfection that I have. You're here for to watch me get through my part my this thing called life and get through it abundantly, with the support of you. That's what it's supposed to be about. Supporting each other. Because life is hard enough. And so I don't care about that. And also another part that I know I'm growing is because um only y'all two on here. So I still gotta get my work done and that don't mean somebody won't come behind. It's people way down the line, the bigger picture in the future that's gonna watch this video and it's gonna motivate them and it's gonna help them. You know, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not even maybe the old me is trying to compete with a new me. No, because I want the old me to help the new me. So I'm not competing with anybody. You know, that's a brighter green than I'd like, but it's cute. You know, so sometime like, and if you've been on my channel and you know me, you'll know that days that I'm breathing heavier than others is because I don't feel good on that particular day. So I really don't care. I don't. And that's something that honey child would cripple a sister, okay? Like, oh, I can't go. They gonna hear me breathing. I don't want to go. I'm inside. I'm staying in. I know I'm eating a Chico stick. Is that cheating? Girl, yeah, but enjoy it. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, oh yeah, like I know that it's a curse over me with the staying in the house and not wanting to go out because I'm comfortable here. But if you want to have a real life, you got to move out of your comfort zone because I know I can go outside. I won't stay out there long if I'm not with my husband or even sometime if he's with me. which is like 95% of the time because I don't like to go nowhere without him. That's another thing that I need to work on, but it's not always a bad thing. He's my person, and I don't have to explain that to nobody. But once I get outside, I feel good. I'm like, oh, I'm having fun. Like yesterday, I didn't even want to go back in the house. I was having such a good day. And that don't happen for me often. I was like, okay, I got my stuff. Let me go home and get on YouTube and show everybody. Before it get too late, or I just want to go home. Whether I'm thinking about y'all or not. I'm just gonna be honest. And you know, yesterday we was like, because remember I was like I didn't do the date night and everything, and I said I waste my date night sticker, I'm messing with him, and I said this is considered date night, even though it's the daytime. He said, yeah, I'm having a good time. It's the little things, and we ain't competing in anybody's relationship. This is our relationship, and we've been together 24, 25 years, so something must be right. So that's that. And we were sitting outside the Joanne eating Burger King, waiting for the taxi. That's a date. You got to get it where you can get it. Stop. I'm trying to teach myself to stop wait for everything to be perfect, because that'll never happen. If you wait for, I'm not, well, you can feel like you had what would be considered a perfect day. But being perfect as a human being is impossible. We know that. Beauty sleep. I need this because your girl be up. I could cover this water tracker because I don't need to track water because all I drink is water. We had that conversation. So that's fine. Me time. But like I had a good day. I was like it's so I felt so free outside. I don't know if it was the sun on my skin or hey honey. Hey Larissa. I don't know what it was about yesterday, but I just felt like very free and happy, and me and my mom was talking yesterday, and I was saying like, she was like, you was just I was telling her what Trika said to me about that's when I'm happy, when I'm setting up new stuff, showing new stuff, and decorating the planets. That's what I love. And I'm acting like I don't know what it is, but that's what it is. And I was like, I still wasn't paying it no mind until she said something. But that is true. And she was like, yeah. My mom said you was just a giggling. And I was like, what's funny is I didn't even know that's my happy laugh because it was coming out on its own. I usually would try to hide that or something like just if I'm happy, I'm laughing, whatever. You know, I have a problem. Well, I had a problem with everything about me, y'all. Let me just say that. I can't do this because of this. Like it's crazy, but I was like, yeah, I did not know that's what my laugh sound like when I'm happy or in a blissful place. And she said, yeah, I said, I'm sounding all goofy. She was like, no, you didn't. You know, like, see, I still was like putting myself down. She was like, because if you did sound goofy, I would have told you. I said, well, I'm all the way up there. Y'all got to tell me, child. She said, I would have told you or what have you. And I said, yes, I know that. That you would have told me. Don't do this, do that, whatever. My mother ain't never have a problem. There I go. Sorry, y'all. And telling me how she feel about nothing, and so if you gonna get it honest and raw from somebody, it'll be your mom 9 times out of 10. So it's like authentically me. That's the goal. I think I just found my word for 2020. My 2 words. Because the first thing you people do is when they looking for their word, they attaching it to some type of monetary success. Most of the time, I know I did on last year. Well, not really. It was consistency, but the first thing that came in my mind is consistency in my business and stuff like that. I'm working on being well. Period. That's it. I want to be well, and that's it. Why does that look crooked? And it's not. Because nobody can do that for you. Only you could do that for you. You know what I mean? So, thank you, babe. Okay. Yeah. There's certain things and certain steps we have to take for ourselves as an individual to learn. This ain't adding up. To help us, be our best selves. It's an individual thing. It cannot be compared, matched, masked, or duplicated. Because it's only one you, it's only one me, and that's it. So, no, I keep messing up. This sticker gonna be like, I'm not gonna stick in a minute. So, I enjoyed last week. When we talked about the keto. So, I said I'll come on this week and talk about low carb. So, I'll read from the low carb thingy like I did last week and see how I'll read about low carb and then I'll read the difference between low carb and keto. So, voila. Oh, so I'm gonna pull my phone out. Low carb diet, can it help you lose weight? This is the clinical definition of a low carb diet. I'm on mayoclinic.org. Um, a low carb diet limits carbohydrates such as those found in grains, starchy vegetables, and fruit, and emphasizes foods and high protein and fat. Many types of low carb diets exist. Each diet has varying restrictions on the types and amount of carbohydrates you can eat. Purpose. A low carb diet is generally used for losing weight. Some low carb diets may have health benefits beyond weight loss, such as reducing risk factors associated to type 2 diabetes. I said it like they say it on TV, diabetes and metabolic syndrome. Why you might want why you might follow a low carb diet. You might choose to follow a low carb diet because you want a diet that restricts certain carbs to help you lose weight, want to change your overall eating habits, enjoy the types and amounts of food featured in low carb diets. With anything you do, check with your doctor before starting any weight loss diet, especially if you have any health restrictions such as diabetes and heart disease. The details in the diet is, as the name says, a low carb diet restricts the type and amount of carbohydrates you eat. Carbohydrates are a, a type of calorie providing macronutrients found in many foods and vegetables. I said foods and vegetables, foods and beverages. I'm reading words that's not there. Carbohydrates can be simple or complex. They can further be classified as simple, refined, like table sugar, simple, natural, like lactose in milk and fructose in fruit, or complex refined as white flour, and complex natural like whole grains or beans. So there's complex, simple or complex, simple refined, simple natural, complex refined, and complex natural. So if it's say, mm, I guess you could tell which one, the natural stuff is the good one and the refined is the bad. Common sources of naturally occurring carbohydrates include grains, fruits, vegetables, milk, nuts, seeds, and legumes. Legumes are beans, lentils, or peas. So, you know, it goes on about it being in different types of, like when you see high fructose corn syrup, that's sugar, and stay away from it. So, uh, typical foods for a low carb diet, you know, in general, low carb diets focus on proteins, including meat, poultry, fish, and eggs, and some non starchy vegetables. A low carb diet generally excludes or limits most grains, legumes, fruits, and breads, sweets, pastas, and starchy vegetables, and some nuts and seeds. Jesus. Some low carb diet plans allow small amounts of certain fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Um, a daily limit is zero point 0.7 to 2 ounces, that's 20 to 60 grams of carbohydrates, is typical with a low carb diet. So you can eat between 20 and 60 grams of carbs per day to stay in uh, a low carb range. Use your carbohydrates wisely. It doesn't say no carb, it says low carb. So these amounts of carbohydrate provide 80 to 240 calories. Some low carb diets greatly restrict carbs during the initial phase of the diet and then gradually increase the numbers allowed. Yep. So, in contrast, the dietary guidelines for Americans recommend that carbohydrates make up 45 to 65% of your total daily calorie intake. So you should consume 2,000 calories a day. So if you consume 2,000 calories a day, you would eat between 900 and 1,300 calories a day from carbohydrates. Sheesh. So, the result is weight loss. Other health benefits is they may prevent, improve serious health conditions such as metabolic syndrome, diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease. In fact, almost any diet that helps you shed excess weight can reduce or even reverse risk factors for cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Most weight loss diets, not just low carb diets, may improve blood cholesterol and blood sugar levels, at least temporarily. Okay, so this is some of the risk factors. Okay, sorry. They said low carb diets also may improve high density lipoprotein, that's the HDL of cholesterol, and triglyceride values slightly more than they do moderate carb diets. All right. The risk factors of if you suddenly or drastically cut carbs, you may experience a variety of temporary health effects: headaches, bad breath, weakness, muscle cramps, fatigue, skin rash, constipation, or diarrhea. So that's low carb. Um, I've did low carb a number of times, and I don't recall. I did have headaches, but it didn't last longer than 4 days. Not like have a headache for 4 days straight. Um, so I wanted to do low keto versus low carb. Oh, so it says basically, which I thought, basically low carb is keto, but with slightly higher carb intake. Um, Low carb diets usually aren't low enough in carbs to keep you in full ketosis. Okay, so um, keto is probably the lowest amount of carb intake on the diet of low carb diets. So that's the difference. Keto is low carb. It's lowest carb, you know, because you have to um you have to get into a state of ketosis before they say like you on keto or keto takes effect. So I'm gonna do what is ketosis so I can read the definition. Ketosis is a normal metabolic process when the body does not have enough glucose for energy. It burns stored fat instead. This results in a buildup of acids called ketones within the body. Some people follow a ketogenic, and it has low carb in parentheses diet to try to lose weight by forcing the body to burn fat stores. So that's basically what hey Diamond, that's basically what um keto is. Keeping your body in a state of ketosis so that it goes straight to your fat for energy and not your sugars to help you lose weight. Whereas in low carb, it's probably like a slower process of weight loss because it's not as restrictive as keto. So that's the difference. Is anybody familiar? No, this is still the Healthy Hero. I'm not gonna start that one until January. I just put it the Healthy Hero sheets in the front because it's the same layout. It's just, the new planner. Um Anybody heard of the paleo diet? I think I'm going to talk about paleo on next week. And I know people that done the paleo too, but I feel like paleo is more work. If a diet or a lifestyle change feels like work, you're less likely to be successful at it because it feels like a daunting task that you don't want to do. And excuse me, and nobody You know, you already got your job, your work, whatever you do for work. Housework is work if you don't work at a typical 9 to 5 or whatever. So you already have your daily life task going on. It's supposed to be easy. For me, I feel like planning out everything I should eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I would do it 3 to 4 days at a time because I know me, I'm funny. I'll be like, oh, I don't want that. Turn around and eat something else, and then I got like a whole bunch of what are those things? The meal prep tins in the refrigerator. So I have to be strategic about it and logical and realistic. Cause like remember last week when we was talking and I wrote this stuff, projected things that I would eat. The only thing I ate from this list was chicken, vegetables, and cereal. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other things didn't get eaten. So could you imagine if I would have uh, meal prep that stuff? I might have eaten it because I don't like to see stuff go to waste. It would have been a little more eaten than 2 or 3 things, but you get where I'm going with that. So the goal for this week is I'm sipping my coffee, guys. I ain't had no coffee today yet. Ooh. Let me use this pen. See if it writes. This from the Dollar Tree. Don't judge it. It's saying I can't write because I'm from Dollar Tree. I gotta get my pen, guys. Hold on. Where is it? Under something? Oh, there we go. Stick it on the side. Why are you trying to hide from me? Okay, so the goal for next week is no bread, low carb, and I want to transition into keto because I love the bread and the bread loves me. Me too. I think I'm going to get the wellness planner too. It depends. I might not need it. I might just because it's also this layout. It just says different things. So, sorry, that's my alarm. For gratitude, I have an alarm for everything on my phone. Okay, so I said no bread, low carb, transition into keto. Okay. I'm going to write it down so it can manifest itself. No potatoes. Because I'll get it in my head. I'm only eating chicken and vegetables. But potatoes wasn't a part of the vegetables when I only ate chicken and vegetables and lost all that weight. So no potatoes. And potatoes is, you might as well say, like a drug for me. I can't have a little bit of something. I could either have it or not have it. That's just how I work, So No potatoes. I drink water. That's all I drink. But I want to raise my water intake. So raise water intake. You know, I want it to be like I'm so full of water. I don't want to eat. You know, that works too, guys. I want to try 2 days out of the week. That's meal replacements. Meaning, I'll be using this total lean shake, and it's 170 calories for the whole thing, 25 grams of protein, and only 2 grams of sugar. So it says it right here that it's low carb friendly and clinically proven to improve weight loss and BMI, which is true if you use it right. Because I've been using these for a while. I stopped getting them and I just started getting them back again this month. So I'm gonna replace um 2 meals, 2 days a week. Let me write it out. Let me see. Replace 2 meals a day, 2 times a week. Okay. Do that little, because that would have confused me. So I have an objective here, goals that I want to accomplish, and like, okay, I'm gonna get a habit tracker and put it here somewhere, and it's gonna be for bread. Stay in frame, child. It's gonna be for bread. And excuse me. Anytime I eat bread, I'm gonna track it and what I'm doing at that time, how I felt at the time when I ate it. Anytime I eat, oh, and I'm gonna put 2 there. Anytime I eat something bad, and anytime I eat bread. That way I can see how I felt at that moment when I was eating something bad and all of that stuff. And will it help me, you know, future weeks if I do that? And also, before I do anything impulsive, like eat bad, count to 10. I can't come in. See, that just make me mad. So, these are my goals. And stay focused. So anybody got any questions? Are they going to follow along, or do they like keto? From what I read, do you like keto better or carbs better? Not carbs. You see how the devil is? Keto better versus low carb. Put it down in the comment box for people that's watching this video after now and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I've been yammering for like an hour now. But I'll be back again next week because I feel like going live will help me because I'm talking about it, talking things through, and exploring different types of diets and exercises and stuff. Look up home exercises and healthy snacks. See how you could forget something? Healthy snacks. I know I said apples. I wanted apples, lemons, and strawberries for the next week. That's gonna be my snacks, and YouTube, exercises. So, if you find anything that you think that yes, we need the weight to go fast in the name of Jesus, okay? If you find anything that you think I would like healthy snack or home exercises, low impact chair exercises, stuff like that. Exercises for a plus size woman, not no hit that HITT stuff and things like that. I'm not going to be able to do. So that would be great. Hit me up in my inbox or via email, however you feel like it. And let me know. Or just save it for next week and show it to me then. But I would rather you hit me up. That way I could probably try to use it in next week. So, see you guys next Friday. We'll be talking about paleo. Okay? Bye.